Hey, what's going on, my friends? Welcome to another video. Today, we take a look at our growth portfolio. Yes, it's Sunday. It's the weekend. Every weekend, Saturday or Sunday, we check out both of our portfolios. We have our dividend portfolio and, as you can see, our growth portfolio. And, things aren't really going so hot with this portfolio, but let's dive into it so you guys can get caught up to date. So as you guys can see, our current value is $770.43. Over the past day, we are up 1.32%. That's what we like to see because we need as much of this green as possible, because as you guys will see over the past week, we're actually down 7.36%. And the past month, it gets even worse. We're down 25.48%. In the past quarter, which is basically the same as 1 year and all time, is negative 18.17%. But it looks like, as you guys saw over the past day, it looks like we're starting to, things are starting to get better, because when you see that past month that you're down so much, but the past week and then the past month, it's less and less. And if anything, the past day, it's only starting to rebound. Well, that might partly be because it's a new year. And, I think a lot of this, the sell-off was because of, harvesting, tax, harvesting. So companies are able to, not just companies, but individuals are able to benefit from any losses that they have. And so, that kind of happens across the board. It shouldn't be that surprising. And now that it's a new year, I'm hoping things start to turn around for the better, because when we jump into our portfolio to see, where are our returns coming from, who's holding us up right now? Well, you can see Nvidia is at the top of our list, up 32.07%, followed by ChargePoint, which is in our EV who's up 1.41%, and then Backed Holdings is up 0.11%. After that, everyone else is in the red. So Coinbase is down 17.25%. Palantir is down 27.08%. DraftKings is down 42.78%, and Fuel Cell Energy is down 43.43%. So how do I feel about things right now? I mean, it's the new year. Our growth portfolio is down quite a bit, 18.17%, which is $128.78. That's kind of that's quite a bit of money, considering we've basically added $900 we've contributed to this portfolio. And so, anytime you're down a lot, it's never fun. However, if you really, feel confident about all of the companies in your portfolio, you shouldn't be worried. You shouldn't be freaking out. You shouldn't be panicking. And if anything, you might use these, buying opportunities. Yes, I said these are buying opportunities, because these are stocks and companies that you believe in that might be on sale for you, right? If you're in the red and you really believe in it, I mean, down 17.25% on Coinbase, and we know how volatile the cryptocurrency market is and has been over the past few weeks. Well, Coinbase is going to have a direct, there's that direct correlation there. So if Bitcoin and whatnot and Ethereum and, Avalanche and so on get attacked, well, Coinbase is going to feel it as well. But again, I'm not worried about that. I'm confident that cryptocurrency market will rebound, will bounce, will be higher than it is right now in a year or 2 years or 3 years from now. Now, that said, if you guys saw one of my previous videos where we spoke about some potential issues with Coinbase, I'm still keeping them on the radar for that, but I haven't really seen any new activity there, and just want to get more confirmation from current employees that might still feel some type of way about the way how Coinbase runs their organization and treats some of their employees. Because I certainly don't want my money supporting a company that mistreats certain employees and underpays certain employees simply because they look different, not because their the quality of the work and their capabilities and whatnot are not equivalent, aren't equal. If you and I have the same experience and skill level and whatnot, and we're at the same company, we should basically be paid the same. It shouldn't be that John gets paid more than me and Chris because John is a different looks different, has a different complexion than me and Chris. So we're not going to dive into that. I made that video, so you can check out that previous video where I mentioned, hey, we might sell Coinbase, and that is still on the on the plate, depending on what happens with Coinbase over the coming weeks and months. So we're keeping them on the radar there. But everyone else in here, aside from potentially fuel cell, which it's funny because if you guys watch my previous videos, I've been saying it and I've continued to say it, where the one company in here that I would say I'm iffy about, not Coinbase for those reasons that I just mentioned, but fuel cell and then potentially Backed would be the other companies in this portfolio that I kind of question. And, I'm like, but not really. I mean, Backed more so recently because the kind of a more leadership kind of continues to step away, which makes me, sometimes it's a good thing, but then also you got to say why it's so much of the core initial team is no longer there. So that's kind of making me question Backed, and also just really the blunt thing with Backed, to be transparent with you guys. I don't use fuel cells products, but it's different, kind of company, of course. With Backed, I actually haven't used their app yet. I did just download it a few days ago, so I was like, you know what, new year, I got to make sure all the companies that I'm invested in, like, I want to see their actual products and services if I can, and give them a go, give them a shot, and test them out. That's going to allow me to get a better insight into Backed's product and make sure it aligns with my thoughts and kind of the way they sold and, pitched their idea and whatnot. Because the concept sounds great, but how much traction is it actually picking up? And it's still early. So again, that's part of the reason we like these growth companies, because you can get in on these stocks while, they are fairly cheap, right? That's the thought there. It's at $8.51 now. It's pretty cheap compared to where it got, how high it had reached, a few, like 2 months ago, back in October. So that is something that, like I said, if you feel good about this, then we're not worried, and we're just going to continue to keep buying and stacking up while it's cheap. But if you are questioning any of these companies in the portfolio, if you're thinking, I don't know, maybe it's time to let someone go, well, now is the time to do it, instead of doing it while you are continuing to buy up their shares, when you can be buying another company that might potentially be on sale as well. And so, like I said, the three companies, if I was to, it's a new year, we can evaluate things. I know this is a fairly new portfolio, but this would be the time to do it and try to get things going in the right direction. And like I said, the three companies, if I was to question any in here, it would be Backed. What did I say? Did I say three? No, not three, because we're not letting go of Coinbase right now. Well, okay, that's why I was saying three, because of those, not really anything on the financial matters of the company, but more so just company kind of culture and how they are ran as an organization when it comes to leadership and treating employees right. So that's the issue at Coinbase. But otherwise, fuel cell and Backed, and fuel cell, as I'm doing more and more research on them, it's just like it's something that it could really take off because of their, as you can see, hydrogen approach that could be really it could take off. But at the same time, there might be other better opportunities out there. And I'm kind of thinking, I said it before, I do have a company in mind. I don't think I mentioned the company, and actually I'm not going to say it right now just because I probably didn't mention it. But ultimately, we'd love to hear what you guys think about making a potential trade, getting rid of someone in here, for one of these companies that we have, even someone who might be in the green. Or maybe we keep everyone here in the mix and we potentially still add someone else, because we might want to build this portfolio up to 10 companies. Maybe we leave it at 7. Hey, the ball is in your control. Well, it's in my control, but I would love to hear what you guys think and give you guys kind of a say as to what we might potentially do next with this portfolio. So I have a link down below if you guys want to start to invest with M1 Finance as well. Easily create these pies, add companies to your pie. Each company is a slice. Really easy to use. A great way to start investing. Get your money on autopilot, where you just set it in here, put on auto invest. or even set it up where you just have it automatically pull out, just like we have $25 a week from our checking account, and it gets put in here and we don't do anything. It's just working for us. And hopefully, this little sum we've seen at the end of the year will rebound for the, and start to actually go upward. But hey, only time will tell, and you guys can't follow along if you subscribe to the channel. And while you're down there hitting that subscribe button, definitely like this video. It does help with the YouTube algorithm. And like I said, feel free to leave a comment letting me know your thoughts about this portfolio, who we should potentially switch out, get rid of, add in. Hey, I'm all ears. I'm all ears. All right, my friends. Happy New Year. As I mentioned earlier, I gotta keep it moving, but you guys already know I'll see you in the next video. Peace.